Yes, I'm back. I'm back on YouTube making little shit videos. After some bitch reported me to YouTube, trying to get my channel closed down. It had to be one of those two, didn't it? Trying to get my channel closed down. Because I said that Eddie Hearn's dad, Bazza, was good mates with that fucking pedo, Jeffrey Epstein. And Coogan probably heard me saying that as well. So he probably told Eddie Hearn. How those two are little fake mates. So they caused my old YouTube channel to close down, but I've set up a new channel. It's called TyFL TV, I Film Stuff. So I basically ripped off Coogan's logo, Anna. IFL TV, we film stuff. I basically ripped off his logo, Anna. But I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Coogan kicking me off his channel because I wrote a few dodgy tweets. But Umar, IFL Umar. Coogan's talking back, Annie. He's giving him the benefit of the doubt, Annie. He's giving him his job back, he's fucking turned a blind eye, to those dodgy tweets that Umar, IFL Umar wrote. Calling Tyson Fury a crackhead cunt. So I don't really care about ripping off Coogan's logo, do you know what I mean? It is what it is, isn't it? But I had to set up another YouTube channel, because some little bitch has been stealing my videos, from my private subscription page on Patreon and uploading them to YouTube. Some thieving little fucker has been stealing my fucking videos, ripping them and putting them on YouTube. Some little fucking lowlife. Don't watch any of his fucking videos. Don't subscribe to him. Unsubscribe. Don't buy any of his fucking merch. He's a thieving little cunt, innit? Stealing my videos is a thieving little fucker. Like Frank Warren, not paying his fighters. This thieving little cunt stealing my videos from my private Patreon and putting them on YouTube. He's like fucking fish eyes, innit? With the big dent in his forehead. So yeah, I've had to copyright this video, to stop that thieving little lowlife from stealing my videos. I've had to copyright the video. But this video here, I'm going to put this video on my Patreon, on my YouTube. Because YouTube's ran by a bunch of pussies, man. And they look for any little thing, to take a channel down. And delete a channel. Any little thing. YouTube's ran by a bunch of sensitive little pussies, man. Do you know what I mean? So I need to put this on my Patreon as well. Put the main videos on Patreon and put little shit videos on my YouTube channel. Because the money on YouTube's terrible as well. My old channel, I had about 3 million views. And I was getting paid about £150 a month. That's like being on the dole. Like Umar, IFL Umar. When he temporarily became Umar, unemployed Umar. That's what being on YouTube's like. But if you're a fucking top YouTuber like KSI, he can put up a video and within an hour, he'll have about 1 million views. So, if you're on that level of a KSI, the YouTube money's quite good. But, if you're not on that level, it's like being on the fucking dole, man. But yeah, I ain't done a video for a few weeks, Boxing's been a bit dead on it, because of this coronavirus. So shows are being cancelled and it's all getting put back in it. There's nothing really going on. So I ain't really done a video for a few weeks, but... what I was thinking the other day? If I had to choose somebody in boxing who I'd want to have the coronavirus, who would I choose? And at first I thought, probably Coogan. But Coogan hasn't really done anything that bad to me, has he? Other than telling me to be safe. Be safe. But he might have been responsible, for my channel being closed down. You know, that doesn't really warrant him getting the coronavirus and dying, does it? So I don't know. I don't know what I'd choose. You know, if I had a gun to my head and I had to pick somebody in boxing to have the coronavirus, otherwise I would get it. You know, I don't know what I'd choose. You know, a few names came to my head. You know, Michelle Phelps. But even her, she hasn't really done anything, has she? Other than whore herself out on her social media. You know, but you can't really blame her for that. You know, sex sells, don't it? So, you know, Michelle Phelps whoring herself out on her social media. It's not really an act that deserves the death penalty. You know, and warrants her getting the coronavirus. So, I don't know. You know what I mean? Sex sells, so she's just promoting herself, isn't she? Michelle Phelps. So, I don't know. I don't know, the Black Quitter. You know, my old YouTube channel got closed down. He messaged me, didn't he? Saying, what's happened to your channel? Lol. So he was really happy, wasn't he? You know, when my old channel got closed down. He was really happy, wasn't he? The Black Quitter. So I think I'd choose him to get the coronavirus. You know, if I had to choose somebody in boxing to get the virus, I'd probably choose the Black Quitter. You know what I mean? Some people are saying Eddie Hearn created the coronavirus, you know, to try and kill Frank Warren. But that's going too far, innit? You know, people on the internet, they go too fucking far, don't they? You know, if anything, it'll be the other way around, won't it? It'll be Frank Warren trying to kill Eddie Hearn. You know, because Eddie Hearn stole most of his fighters. So Fish Eyes will be bitter, won't he? He'll be really resentful towards Eddie Hearn. So if anything, it'll be Fish Eyes who would have created the virus. You know, to kill Eddie Hearn for stealing his fighters off him. But none of those two created the coronavirus, did they? Yeah, some people are saying that the government created the virus, you know, to try and kill old people, you know, so they don't have to give them a pension. You know, that's more realistic, innit? That is more realistic because old people are more vulnerable, you know, to the virus. So that makes more sense, don't it? The government creating the virus. But like, there are things out there that kill humans, you know, like tigers. You know, I was watching a video of a tiger fucking up a man on YouTube the other day. So did the government create tigers to kill humans? You know, you can't put every single thing down to the government. But yeah, they might have created the virus, you know, to kill old people so they don't have to give them a pension. You know, they might have done it, I don't know. I love tigers, you know. I'd love to play with one like that. Joshua was feeding one as well, wasn't he? You know, Joshua, Mayweather, and a prime Mike Tyson against the adult tiger. 3-1. Who wins? You know, it's got to be the tiger, ain't it? The tiger fucks those three up, don't it? Imagine that. Imagine being able to fuck up Joshua, Mayweather, and a prime Mike Tyson all at the same time. Fucking hell. But yeah, the government didn't create those tigers, did they? You know, to kill humans. So it's the same with the coronavirus, you know, they didn't necessarily create the virus, you know, to kill humans. People just love their conspiracy theories, don't they? You know, like people saying that Tyson Fury fucking cheated with his boxing glove. You know, taking his hand out of the glove and trying to fucking do some serious damage to Deontay, but there's nothing wrong with that at all. You know, I don't know why he's saying he's cheated. You know, with that photo there, there's nothing abnormal about that fucking photo and that glove at all. There's nothing abnormal about it at all. You know, his hand's in the right position. I've seen worse pictures than that. You know, that one there. You know, that does look a bit dodgy, don't it? But I don't know. Things can get photoshopped, can't they? I don't know if that's real or what. I don't know how true that is. I haven't really looked into it. But that might not be true. I don't know. Like I said before, you know, people allegedly photoshopping Umar's tweet to Tyson Fury, calling him a crackhead cunt. You know, trying to get him fucked up like Deontay Wilder. So you don't know what's true and what's not. That glove does look a bit dodgy, but I think that was photoshopped, you know, by Deontay Wilder's fanboys. His fucking rent boys, you know, to try and justify him getting a beating by the Gypsy King. So yeah, what else has happened in boxing recently? Roger Mayweather died, didn't he? The Black Mamba. I don't know if that had anything to do with the coronavirus. You know, it seemed to happen around the same time, didn't it? And you know, the virus, it affects people, you know, with weak immune systems. And Roger Mayweather, he had diabetes, didn't he? So I don't know if it's to do with the virus, you know, his death. I don't think I've ever seen any of his fights, you know, I only know him from holding the pads for Mayweather. But some people say that he was a warrior, you know, and he had a bit of brain damage. I was listening to him talking, you know, on the Mayweather YouTube boxing channel, and he sounded a bit punch drunk, you know. And so does Floyd Mayweather Sr. So I think that's why Mayweather was so defensive, you know, because he's seen the effects of having wars, you know, that his dad and his uncle Roger had. So Floyd Mayweather Jr. really perfected that defensive style. But he looked quite sharp, you know, holding the pads. You know, watching that, it's really fucking meditating, isn't it? It's quite addictive, you know, watching that. It's hard to look away, innit? You remember when Ricky Hatton was taking the piss out of Mayweather, you know, hitting the pads like that, saying, yeah, I can do that all day, you know, tip-tapping the pads like that. It's not realistic, you know, it's not going to benefit him in a fight. You know, and then Mayweather made him headbutt the corner of the ring. So it backfired, didn't it? It's quite entertaining, isn't it? You know Joe Rogan, yeah? He was talking about Emmanuel Stewart's Kronk gym. You know how he used to turn the temperatures up really high in his gym? You know, he really made the temperature high. You know, and that probably benefited the boxers in terms of losing weight and getting used to fighting in those kind of hot conditions. So that might have benefited them in a lot of ways, but it would have fucking affected them in a way, you know, because it might have really dehydrated them. And you know, when you're really dehydrated and you get punched, your brain starts rattling against the skull. But you know, when you drink water, it puts like a protective barrier around your brain. You know, so it's not crashing into your skull. So, you know, turning the temperature up like that, it might have affected some of the boxers, you know, if they weren't hydrating properly. And, you know, a lot of Emmanuel Stewart's boxers, they ended up fucked. You know, like Gerald McLennan and fucking Tommy Hearns. You know, if you listen to Tommy Hearns now, he sounds a bit punch drunk. You know, and they were having fucking wars, weren't they? You know, in that Kronk gym. Gym wars. You know, every day. And you know, when Tommy Hearns was boxing, you know, in the early days when he fought Hagler, you know, he was like 6'2", wasn't he? You know, getting down to welterweight and light middleweight, you know, 10.5 stone, 11 stone. You know, and he was a tall guy, so he would have struggled. So he was probably dehydrated, you know, most of his career, training in that hot gym. You know, having wars every day, draining his body of food and fluid, and having that war with Hagler. You know, it's no wonder he's fucked. That was a good fight, wasn't it? Coogan interviewed Eddie Hearn, didn't he, the other day? And he was sat a few meters away from him. You know, trying not to contract that fucking virus. You know, trying not to get that virus. I've been a bit wary though, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, I've been a bit wary. I don't like shaking hands anyway. I've never ever liked shaking hands, you know. You know, people fucking scratch their arses and their fucking ballsack and they pick their nose. You know, like that dirty little slag there. Fucking disgusting, innit? She looks alright as well. You know, she's fucking ruined it, man. You know, I'd still fuck her though. It's hard to look away, innit? But yeah, you know, people doing shit like that. I don't like shaking hands, man. Remember when David Hay boxed and Rio Ferdinand tried to shake that guy's hand? You know, that was embarrassing, wasn't it? Yeah, it backfired, didn't it? He tried to play it down, didn't he? You know, by shaking Adam Booth's hand instead. You know, he tried to fucking play it down, you know, and try and act like there was no fuck up at all. You know, that was embarrassing, wasn't it? But yeah, I never shake hands, man. I never shake hands. Corona. There's some nice, sexy ring card girls, you know, who wear that Corona outfit. Yeah, they look alright, don't they? Who's the most perverted person in boxing? Coogan's a bit perverted, isn't he? But, you know, he goes for those ring card girls, but you can't fucking blame him, can you? They're nice, aren't they? You can't fucking call him a pervert for wanting to fuck those nice, sexy ring card girls. They're nice, aren't they? So, I don't know, you can't really blame Coogan, you know. You know, Adrian Broner, he was getting slagged off on it for a little bit, you know, for messaging an underage girl. You know, she's like 15. She was 15 when fucking Adrian Broner was messaging her. But she don't look 15 at all, does she? She don't look 15 at all, man. So people have kind of let Adrian Broner get away with it. You know, they've kind of let it slide. You know, they've turned the other cheek. He's not really getting slandered for messaging that 15-year-old girl anymore. Because people are starting to realise that she doesn't look 15 at all. You know what I mean? So they've kind of given Adrian Broner a bit of a pass. You know, giving him the benefit of the doubt, you know, for fucking messaging her. Because she don't look 15 at all. What other perverts are they in boxing? Yeah, you know that guy who boxed Mayweather, that Carlos Baldomir? He got locked up, you know, for banging his fucking 10-year-old daughter. That's a low level, that is, isn't it? You know, most men are perverts, but, you know, banging your daughter who's only 10, that's going too far, innit? He boxed Mayweather, Zab Judah, and Arturo Gatti, you know, in world title fights. So he must have had some money, man. He must have had money. So I don't know why he's resorting to banging his own daughter. Do you know what I mean? That's a fucking low level, that is. He had money. He boxed Money Mayweather. Even if you're broke, you shouldn't do it. But I'm just saying, you know, because he had money, you know, and he was probably a little celebrity, you know, in his country of Argentina, you know, because he boxed Mayweather, you know, and he probably had money. So there'd probably be a few gold diggers hanging around. So I don't know why he's resorting to fucking his own daughter. You know, that's some baby thing, innit? That is some baby thing. That's a bit perverted, isn't it? You know, people have a go at Adam Smith, you know, saying that he kidnaps kids and locks them in basements, but I don't really think he does that. I think that's just like a little rumour, innit? That's just a rumour, you know how people like to spread rumours. You know, if I had a gun to my head and the person with the gun to my head said to me, you need to get this question right. And if you don't get it right, I'm going to fucking blow your brains out. Do you think Adam Smith locks kids in basements? I'd say no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. It's just a little rumour, innit? I know he looks like he does, but it's just pedo banter, innit? Pedo banter. But yeah, this virus is fuck boxing up on it. That's why I ain't done a video for a couple of weeks. You know, even though people are giving me £2 a month on Patreon. Yeah, thanks for that. It's less than a cappuccino, but thanks a lot for that anyway, yeah. But boxing's a bit dead, innit? Yeah, that fight's probably off now as well, innit? You know, after Billy Joe Saunders' recent suspension, you know, for doing a video talking about how to beat up your girlfriend. You know, that was quite a good video, but it's probably caused that fight to fall through on it. You know what though? I must be like one of the only people out there who doesn't want Billy Joe Saunders to fight Canelo. Because I've said it before, Billy Joe Saunders is one of the fighters who I don't want to lose in boxing. The other one's Mayweather. Like I said before, I don't want Mayweather to come back and fuck up like Roy Jones. You know, and Billy Joe Saunders is the other one, you know, because like, you know, Billy Joe Saunders, he could box Canelo and outbox him. I was watching Canelo's fight with that Lara the other day, and that Lara was making him miss. You know, making Canelo miss. And, you know, using his footwork to get out the way and his fucking upper body movement. And, you know, Billy Joe Saunders is quite a good mover, innit? But, you know, Canelo's promoter's De La Hoya. So he's going to be paying the fucking judges, you know, to favour Canelo. You know how De La Hoya's a bit dodgy. You know, dressing up like that. That's fucking dodgy, innit? So Oscar De La Hoya is really dodgy. So he's going to pay the judges to favour Canelo. So we know this happens in boxing. So there's no way fucking Billy Joe Saunders is going to get the decision against Canelo. You know, if De La Hoya's got anything to do with it. Because he's a bit dodgy, isn't he? And Canelo, you know, is Billy Joe Saunders going to stop him? I don't think he'll stop him, you know. Canelo's on that Mexican beef, innit? So he's got that strength, you know, to take a punch. So it's unlikely that Billy Joe is going to stop him. I'm surprised Canelo didn't choose Callum Smith anyway, you know, because Callum Smith come off that little shit fight that he had with John Ryder. And he's taller, innit? So he's got like a longer body. You know, there's more body to aim for. So he could have chopped him up, you know, like he did with Liam Smith. Yeah, he chopped up Liam Smith, didn't he, with those body shots. You know, he could have done that to Callum Smith as well. So I'm really surprised Canelo didn't choose Callum Smith. But yeah, even though the actual boxing itself is dead, you know, if the event's getting cancelled and postponed, there's still a little bit of interest, you know, in boxing. You know, Mike Tyson, he interviewed Eminem. It was quite a good interview. Because I like both of those two. They're both fucking quality. But you know, when Eminem was talking, Mike Tyson just kept cutting him off. You know, and talking about Costa Marto. But I wanted to hear what Eminem had to say, you know, because he's quite interesting, isn't he? But Tyson just kept cutting him off. But it's Tyson, innit? So it's like, whatever Tyson says, you know, it's going to be interesting, innit? I'll fuck you till you love me, faggot. So, you know, when he kept cutting off Eminem, you know, it's a bit fucking annoying, but it's Mike Tyson, innit? You know, when some interviewers are interviewing people who are interesting and they cut him off, it's fucking irritating, isn't it? You know, that Andrew McCart, you know, when he's interviewing somebody like Billy Joe Saunders, you know, if he cut him off, I'd go fucking mental. because Andrew McCart, you know, he's not on the same level, is he, as a Mike Tyson. So, you know, if Andrew McCart cut off Billy Joe Saunders in the middle of Billy Joe Saunders talking, that would fucking piss me off. But it's Mike Tyson in it, so it's a different thing. You know, Eminem's got some good songs, hasn't he? He's got a nice daughter as well, you know. She looks alright, don't she? She's quite nice. I do like those white women, you know. I feel a bit guilty, you know, saying she looks alright, because, like, we kind of know her as a kid, you know, a little kid in Eminem songs. We kind of used to her as being a kid, but, you know, seeing her there all grown up, she's quite nice, isn't she? But, you know, saying Eminem's daughter's quite nice, it's a bit dodgy, innit? It's a bit fucking paedophilic, you know, like Carlos Baldomir banging his 10-year-old daughter. You know, it's all a bit perverted, innit? You know, if that blonde chick was your daughter, would you fuck her like Carlos Baldomir? It's hard to say, innit? Because that's not our daughter, is it? So we don't really know, do we? She's fucking hot as fuck. So in theory, you know, me sitting here now like this, I'd say if that was my daughter, I'd fuck her like Carlos Baldomir. But if it actually was my daughter, it might be a different thing, you know. It's hard to say, innit? Well, she's fucking hot, isn't she? You know, that blonde chick. But yeah, I don't want to make these videos too sexual, you know. You know, because that fucking Coogan and his little fucking mate Eddie Hearn, they'll run to YouTube again. You know, fucking whinging and whining and fucking complaining about my fucking videos, you know, desperately trying to get me shut down. So I can't make these videos too sexual. Some people are too sensitive, man. You know, when Dillian White said he's going to punch Coogan in the curry, you know, that's a bit funny, innit? That's a bit funny, you know, it's racist banter, innit? It's just racist banter. But you know, some people did say, oh, that's racist. You shouldn't be associating Asians with curry. You know, fuck off, man. Yeah, fuck off. Coogan deserves to be punched in the curry. You know, it's a fact, innit? It's not fucking racist at all. It's not racist, man. But yeah, that'll do, you know, just a little shit video today, you know, just to promote my new YouTube and fucking promote my Patreon as well, because the Patreon is what's funding these videos. Do you know what I mean? So, shout out to you people who have subscribed to my new little Patreon. You know, like I say, it's less than a cappuccino a month. So it's fuck all, man. It's fuck all. But thanks for subscribing to it anyway. You know, but I'm going to put my main videos on Patreon. And put some little shit videos on YouTube. You know, mix it up. I might do little shout outs on here, little Q&As. But the problem with shout outs is it's, you know, if I sit here saying shout out to John, you know, it's not that interesting, is it? It's only interesting to John. You know, but most of the other people watching don't give a fuck about John. So it's not that interesting, is it? Shout outs. Shout out to John. You know, who cares about that? It's not interesting, is it? John. Yeah, John Fury poked someone's eye out, didn't he? And fucking blinded him like Gerald McLennan. So he got locked up for a few years. So he's not allowed to go to his son Tyson Fury's fights. You know, and he fights overseas in America. You know, he has to watch his son Tyson Fury beat the fuck out of Deontay Wilder in his caravan. You know, because he's not allowed to go to America because he fucking poked someone's eye out and blinded him like Gerald McLennan. He's fucked, isn't he? John Fury, he's not allowed access, is he? So that's quite interesting, isn't it? But yeah, that'll do, you know, just a little shit video. But yeah, thanks for tuning into my new little shit YouTube channel and my Patreon, yeah? Thanks for that. Be safe.